his opponent's skin.
Like I said, both fighters incredibly rangy, popping off the jab. Timing on the takedown was exquisite from Ghost.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, right now he's haunting Bill with his techniques. Like a painful hailstorm here.
Absolutely huge.
Oh, the referee's taking a close look, and he stops it. Axel Nobu does it. The crowd goes wild. What a performance.
Is Axel Nobu an exorcist because he just got rid of a ghost?
Oh, man.
Here he looked like he was in trouble.
Yeah, he did.
Committed both hands to the lower limb submission, but switches the position and almost from a side-on half-guard scarf position, switches through into full scarf and just lands beautiful fight-ending ground and pound.
And honestly, I wonder if perhaps it was that one slicing elbow that really started opening up the finish very, because you could see the body language and demeanor of Bill change after that. Great show of sportsmanship here in the arena between these two warriors. Considering the presumed flaw in Mathieu's game, that he's not really trying to do something offensively off of his back. Nice elbow there from the top from Panda.
It's a fairly open, unrestricted half guard. I'd like to see him maybe try and work into the full guard position and then maybe try and do something a little bit more offensive from that position. But right now, the half guard is essentially wide open. He's doing the right thing. He tried to get out to hip, and here he is being a lot more proactive, Sebastian.
Yeah, I liked what Pentai did there. He recognized the threat and then adjusted his bottom game accordingly.
May even try and hit an elevator sweep here. Elevate with that hook he has in and then cut the legs.
I mean, he does have that one butterfly guard on his left. Yeah, he was thinking about it there, didn't quite get it. And while they have such, stark differences, in some ways I do feel these are two sides of the same coin, these two guys. They both quit their full-time jobs to pursue MMA. Yeah. They both have had 4 fights in the span of 1 year. I mean, they really are just all MMA all the time.
Mathieu needs to be very careful with this hand he has on the mat. Usually if you put a hand on a mat, that's a trigger to your opponent. So Bentayev on the bottom could easily try and work for a Kimura in this position.
Yeah, it's available, and he's holding on to it for dear life.
What you would like to see Mathieu do in that position is roll his hand inside and bring it back into the center console of his opponent.
Yeah.
Right now, Mathieu is the man on top. He's trying to keep everything as compact as he can. Very interesting first round, very cagey, I would say, from both men.
Yeah. I mean, taking the time, these are big guys. It's an 80-kilogram catch weight, so they throw some serious power, both of them. I'm not surprised if we're taking a little bit of time to gauge the distance, sort of find where each other's strengths are, and then taking it from there.
You have to give credit to Bentayev being acutely aware of the most dangerous weapons that Mathieu had. Closed the distance. He felt that big shot right at the start, that big southpaw left down the middle. I don't think there was an awful lot in this guillotine, to be honest. Nice takedown, though. He cut the angle very well on the take.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you got to train. If you do decide to pursue MMA full time, you've got to train all aspects of MMA. You can see that Mathieu has done that.
Mathieu needs to be careful with those hands. He doesn't want to get accused of a little bit of an eye poke or an eye reap. You can see, like, you can cover the mouth, not a problem with your hand in mixed martial arts. But when you
ducked under just in time, but can he complete the takedown? He's on the single.
Be a huge coup for Mathieu if he were able to get the takedown here. Great night of action so far, and we have a featherweight world title fight in our main event. That's going to be an absolute cracker, Sebastian.
Oh, absolutely. We've been waiting to see the return of Dean Garnett, and he has some tough opposition that he will face as well. They duke it out for the vacant featherweight title.
Again, grinding 50-50 battle for dominance and position. Nice head control. from Mathieu. May go for the trip takedown.
Gets it.
Second takedown from Mathieu.
I mean, you gotta expect the unexpected when it comes to MMA, right? And here we have the striker going for offensive takedowns against a guy who, on paper, should have the advantage in terms of grappling.
Again, he needs to get that guard back. He's being almost a little bit lethargic with his guard, and I say that with the greatest of respect, but there needs to be, for me, a greater degree of impetus and urgency to get that guard back and do something with it.
Yeah, definitely. He can't get comfortable here.
Realistically, 5 minutes can go in very, very quickly, especially if you get taken down halfway through a round. That's 2 minutes, 30 seconds that you have to work.
Yeah.
Even aesthetically, in the eyes of the judges, you can't be seen to be the man on bottom, and if you are the man on bottom, you need to be proactive.
Yeah, I would love to see something more offensive from Bentayev. We saw okay, now he's retained the guard. Let's see what he can do with this, because we saw some inklings of what could happen in the previous round.
Yeah, that hand on the mat is dangerous for me from Mathieu.
And it speaks of the sort of inexperienced grappling of Mathieu.
He switches to half scarf just to try and open up that guard a little bit. It doesn't look like it would take a lot of effort for Mathieu to sneak that knee through.
Yeah, it's a wide open half guard right there. He could easily advance the side control.
If he just unlaces the leg and shoots through in the scarf, and re-establishes he can get into full side control. But right now he seems to be happy just to maintain this position and land shots.
I mean, it is a draining position to be on the bottom of as well. Perhaps Mathieu is thinking a little bit more long-term. He wants to maybe set something up in the third round. And if that is the case, and this is a great way of doing it, zapping your opponent's energy, slowly chipping away.
Oh, beautiful work. You've seen that. I didn't want to interrupt you, Sebastian, but you saw that when Bentayev got that knee shield in through that little exchange.
Well, look at that. Mathieu gets back up once again, neutralizing. I mean, how much time did Bentayev have on top? And now, once again, Mathieu in a dominant position. He's in the guillotine.
I don't think that there's anything for Mathieu to need to worry about in that position.
Yeah, he is in the half guard by the looks of things, so.
Just needs to land big shots to the body, just pepper away at the body.
And I gotta say, when Mathieu fist bumped me, my hand kind of hurt. He feels some power.
The best way to categorize this performance so far for
ironically, we finally find Mathieu in side control, but it's not his, oh wow, straight into mount now.
I thought he's working for the Von Flu, but chooses to use that as a little bit of a distraction to get the mount. His hips are very high here. That's the only issue. We might see Bentayev roll one way to roll another, just like that. I'd almost think I know something about MMA.
I'd almost think you were coaching as this fight is going. I don't think their English is up to par, so.
Neither is mine, to be fair. Nice work here from Bentayev, but again, needs that little spark of urgency, potentially down 2 rounds.
Yeah, he can't be content with just holding position here. I think he definitely needs to go for a finish, and we know he can get it from this position, so, meaning he does have a submission victory in his record.
Interesting though, it's Mathieu that's been, when he's found himself on his back, has been quite active, has that hook established or butterfly, and he's trying to work from there.
They got a great team over at La Bonne École in Montpellier, which is just about 40 minutes away from here in Béziers. So undoubtedly something that they've been working on, anticipating that he will get put on his back throughout his career. So.
Right now he's trying to work his way out. This is very, very smart. He's pretty proactive again. If he turned this into a takedown, it'd be ridiculous.
Oh, I just might flip the table, man.
Oh, it's so close, so close. By the cage. Yeah. That would have been absolutely huge. Coming up to 90 seconds left in the third and final round. What can Bentayev do to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat?
He needs to let those fists fly and try to use that offense to open up a submission, perhaps.
Exactly what he needs to do. He's having a little bit of difficulty with it right now.
Back up using the underhook and immediately to a double leg takedown. Oh, he's so close to getting it. He's gonna get it. Whoa, huge panda slam.
Panda slam, I like that. That's absolutely huge for Mathieu.
Yeah, I mean, any optics that were going in Bentaev's favor have kind of been flipped around now. I mean, I would even argue that when it comes to ground and pound, that Mathieu was doing better in the first half of this round than Bentaev was.
Recency bias does creep its head up in MMA sometimes, so if Mathieu is the man who finishes the round on top, how does that look? Again, like I say, at least aesthetically in the eyes of the judges.
I mean, you'd think, based on those first 2 rounds, that he's up on the judges' scorecards, but it's such a different game for us commentating than it is for the judges. Looks like he might be trying to go for the Dagestani handcuff. Yeah.
10 seconds left in the third and final round. You feel that Mathieu just needs to hang on.